You ready? Bitchin'! Step 1. Respond to thread about which heavy metal guitarist you prefer, Warren DeMartini of Ratt or George Lynch of Dokken. Step 2. Respond simply Lynch all day, every day. Step 3, and this is key, folks, don't be liberal. Step 4. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. Simply follow those 4 simple, easy steps, and Lemmy willing, we can all fall prey to the great big purge apocalypse raging across Twitter and elsewhere as big tech companies indulge in infantile tantrums in the wake of their sweeping defeat on fake-as-fuck Obama not neutrality. And make no mistake, folks, that's what this is about. Not 2 days after I drop a video that stirs up a not neutrality hashtag that winds up, unintentionally mind you, cultivating a discernible counter-narrative to the one promulgated ad astra at an expensive billions of dollars, might I add, by Twitter, Facebook, Google, Comcast, in short, Silicon Valley, full stop. I just happen to be smacked with the first ever rule violation in my entire Twitter tenure, and all because I said a guitarist's name? That's one hell of a kawinky of a goddamn dink, folks. And before Spurglock Holmes over there chimes in with, well, you'll see, Razor, there's a new algorithm, meaning this is probably just a bug. Okay, sweet. Rap with me for a beat, because if that's the case, I'm gonna need exactly 2 things explained for me. 1, why 2 or 3 other metalheads in the exact same Twitter thread gave essentially the exact same response, including one woman who simply typed in, I quote, Lynch, without finding themselves within 19 light years of a spurious fucking ban. And 2, when I then appealed, illustrating that this was all a silly and all likelihood algorithmic misunderstanding, why did an actual employee from Twitter then assess said appeal, see that all I'd done was say the name of the guitarist I preferred, and uphold the fucking ban? The simple fact is, the Twitter purge is in motion, folks. I'm not the first. Fuck, I'm not the 20,000th. President Trump was not part of their plan. The destruction of not neutrality wasn't part of the plan. The ascendant alternative media that facilitated all of the above was most certainly not part of the plan. And with an upcoming 2018 midterm and Democrats barely squeaking by a weak-ass Roy Moore they buried under 17 metric motherfuckloads of misinformation, they know their position's weaker than watered-down Zima. And so to hipster Himmler over at Twitter HQ, we must go the way of Sony Pictures profitability. Or for that matter, Twitter's profitability. So no, this isn't me saying hashtag Razor did nothing wrong. It's me saying there was never an offense to blame anyone the fuck for. It's hard to engage in targeted harassment when the guy you're tweeting to, in this case metal journalist Mitch LaFon, not only doesn't consider it such, but follows me on Twitter and YouTube and is privately confided on Facebook, is a big-ass fucking fan of the show. Who the fuck is Twitter to decide he's being harassed on his butt-fucking behalf? And here's the fucked uppness of it all. I'm not even kicked off the site, technically. Not least of which because I didn't do a fucking thing. Meaning, if I click that start button at the bottom of the page, in a matter of 12 hours, I would once again have access to my Twitter account. What gives me pause is that in doing so, I'd be implicitly admitting to targeted harassment that I never once engaged in, and I patently refuse to do so. If responding to a thread asking who my favorite guitarist is, by stating the name of said guitarist constitutes targeted harassment, wouldn't pipe and hot fuck is Keith Olbermann guilty of every time he calls for the impeachment and even assassination of the President of the United Goddamn States. I mean, if they can bulldoze my mouthy ass for merely saying the name of guitarist George Lynch, what happens the next time a conservative decides to criticize, say, Loretta Lynch? This is a joke. Or rather, it was a joke. Right up until what science would loosely classify as a human being actually planted his pot smoke stinking ass, reviewed the appeal, and opined aloud, now this has the ring of justice to it. The very last thing we want is to have people saying the name of one of the most beloved guitarists in all of heavy metal, which I can understand when you're a slouch beanie bedecked bitch between hacky sack breaks, cruising the corduroy skinny slack selection on Amazon with 15 windows of Suicide Girl slash in the background on Twitter's dime. I can understand would have its appeal. After all of the Simpsons, Silicon Valley, anything without the prerequisite quantity of whisper singing, mandolins, and tunnel reverb isn't even categorized as goddamn music. Slight snag, though. George Lynch has a Twitter account. When you planning on banning his spray tan open-shirted ass for saying his own fucking name exactly? Why, he's even got a band called Lynch Mob! The leathery cheek of it all. Folks, this is my formal supplication to follow me on Gab. Gab.ai/razorfist. One word, no zeros this time, and I'll be linking it in the description below. While it has a bit of a reputation for being a right-wing hug box, as more and more people have fallen prey to the almighty pissant purge, I found that reputation is less and less earned by the day. Higher character limit over there, they have a new video service, they have tweet categorization, the ability to edit your fucking tweets. It's growing by the day thanks to goat shit like this, and if the Google Play Store doesn't have the app, as they so often have opted to censor the app in question, simply go to the Gab.ai website and gank that shit there. For now, while I realize I'm deplatforming myself by doing so, consider my Twitter account effectively defunct for the time being, as the only way I'll be returning to the site in question is if the decision is not only reversed, but it's accompanied by an outright apology. That, or to piss on Twitter's moldering corpse. I'm Razor Fist. Fuck Twitter!